This is my December mail call from Comic Tom 101, the Geek Street crew. So you can go over to Geek Street 101 if you haven't done their mail call before. So let's see, this is my fourth mail call. So I've been really enjoying them. Last month, I got an Iron Fist #1. It was a little bit beat, but it was a beautiful copy of the book. And the colors were really solid, and I've never had that book, so it was very exciting for me. I'm excited to see what I get this month. I Love Signed Comics is already here. Let's go, right? I did not expect this to arrive. Usually I get my boxes from him on like the 25th or 26th. So I'm surprised that it's here so soon. So I'm very pumped to be able to open this. I will say, I do not get the mail call because I want to get a Grail. And I think if people go into getting Tom's mail call hoping to get the Grail each month, because he gives out several good books like that, I think you're going to be disappointed. If you go into it hoping to get some books you've never read and really expand your collection, then you'll be very pleased. Good morning, Bueller. Hello, Darwin Comics. So I got my mail call, and I'm just getting that opened up here. It doesn't feel super heavy, like it's not going to be one of those ones with the omnibus or something in it. Ooh, I see some Iron Man right on top, so it looks like I got a hardcover Iron Man trade right on top. So I'm gonna cut this bag off of it real quick so that it's not making too much noise. I think you've all heard about how he shrink wraps everything. He takes really good care of everything, so I can't say enough about how well he packages everything. I was just at the post office sending out Charlie's gifts to the kids who watch our channel. We sent, I think, 8 boxes, and I was glad that my post office was open for a half day today because I could get all of them in there before the Christmas day begins, this Christmas Eve. So I was not expecting this to arrive. I'm very excited. Comics NYC, good to see you here. Brett Hess is here. Wow, a lot of people had time to jump in. Thank you so much. Sam's here. Good to see you, Sam. Bueller and Sam have been on Jeffrey's show a bunch lately and doing some really great live streams. If you haven't watched the Ham episode, it was hysterical. Between the Ham, between Bueller's new calendar idea, very entertaining, and I laughed a whole bunch. Okay, so here is the trade I got. The Secret Origin of Tony Stark hardcover. This collects Iron Man issues 6 through 11. I have not read this. I have seen it around. The cover, of course, is very memorable. So I think my girls will flip over this after I'm done reading it. It's a nice hardcover as well. So that's the trade that I got for this round. And then I've got 1, 2, 3. It looks like 5 books along with that. Oops. And I already revealed one to myself. And it's Goon, which I have no Goon comic books. And this is one that I know Tom's done some videos on lately as far as the character and the true first for the Goon. But this is part 3 of 4 for the story Occasion of Revenge. And I don't know anything about Goon, so if anybody knows if this is an important Goon book or if they like Goon, I don't know anything about it. Just a Rican is in here. Good to see you, Rod. Let's see, anybody else I miss? I hope I didn't miss anybody. Doing great. Now unboxing with John. Yeah, like a little. This is your first Christmas present get to see me open for today. So this is the Goon Occasion of Revenge, and I don't know. And as usual, he sends books that are usually just in phenomenal shape. You know, great candidates for slabbing if you were into that kind of thing. The next one I've got is a DC book. Looks like something to do with. Oh, I don't know. I thought Green Lantern, but it says The Green Team. Oops, sorry. The glare is pretty bad there. Anybody know this book? I've never heard of it. The Green Team. Teen Trillionaires. I don't know anything about it. Rican says he's working on that tag video. Nice. Gene Paul is here. Good to see you. I don't know this book. It's DC issue 2, a new 52. Oh, it's Alt Baltazar. I think that's a friend of Comic Tom. So this might be something for the girls to enjoy. I know that he was talking about working with Art Baltazar on some stuff. because his art is really popping up. John, did you enjoy my unboxing on Instagram? I didn't see it on Instagram. I'm sorry, Darwin. I haven't come over to see it. I'll have to go over to Instagram later and check that out. All right. So those are two that so far, all new stuff to me. Oop, and here is the card for this month. You got your Thanos cover here, or a card cover here. And then on the back, for those that don't know, it's the instructions for posting your mail call online, because there's another raffle sort of contest you can win by posting your mail call on Instagram. Next, I've got a Kirby Chrome book called Bombast #1 from Topps Comics. This must be my indie book. I don't recognize this one either. I don't know it at all. Isles Comics says it's an old school soldier in the KISS Army here. Ooh, really? Knights in Satan's service. Merry Christmas to everybody. Looks like some Christmas wishes being passed around. That's awesome. Still waiting on my Bueller box. Yeah, I'd love to see your Bueller box just so we can unbox that. That'd be fantastic. So far, I've seen just great stuff coming out of those. I have a feeling he's going to sell out again quick on his next round. Okay, so I got two left. One is really thick, so I'm going to start with that one. I don't know what this one is. World's Finest. 80-page. 2 big issues. Destroying the Martians for the Martian Manhunter. I don't know this one at all. Just Rican says he's never heard of that book. ILSM. Oh, ILSM Comics. Old school, yep. Jeff is in here. Oh, Mr. Comic-Con Henson's in here. He's been killing it on his live streams lately. So this is the World's Finest book. And again, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to have a hard time fighting off my girls on these because they're going to want to read all these except that Goon one, probably not really appropriate. All right, this is my last book. Here we go. Is it issue 2? Oh, yes. So wanted this one. Okay, so I did the review on my channel of Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. I bought issue 1, but I said I was kind of on the fence about an issue 2. I wasn't sure if I really wanted to read it, and I liked it more than the other people on the panel that night. I got sent issue 2, which I didn't want to buy. I didn't end up buying it, but this one's signed by Shauna McGuire, the writer of the comic, which I know that she signed a bunch of books for Tom. So I'm excited that I got this one because I really, really, really want to read it. And now I've got the great excuse to read it and then to store it and hold on to it because got it signed by the writer. That is super cool. Awesome. Oh, sweet. That is cool. So I'll run through, I'll recap what I got so far. Simon Comics has joined the room. Good to see him. So, okay. I'll save those two for last. Let's see what I got. I got some books that I've never heard of before, starting with a Topps comic. Bombast. Kirby Chrome. Ooh, guest starring the Savage Dragon. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I didn't even see that the first time. Got my Savage Dragon in there. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I got a great variety of stuff on this one. Brett Hess for sure. I don't think it's going to be anything that's like worth a huge amount of money, but I will say this, Tony, my trade, which I'll share next, the trade I got this month is a hardcover that's got a $25 retail on it. So it's basically like I just bought this and Tom sent me all these books for free because this is the retail price basically is the cost of the box to me. So this is a $25 trade right here. The book 1 of The Secret Origin of Tony Stark. If a comic isn't signed, it's just naked. That's a fair point. I love signed comics making there. Inktel Alert, love the app and love you. Always respond on Instagram. You're the man. Is he talking to me? I know I'm the man, and I do respond on Instagram. I don't know if he's talking to somebody else. The maybe Key Collector app is really cool. That's a cool app. And I use it, but I don't pay. I'm just a regular user. I'm not the premium user. Green Team issue 2. I don't know that one. So this is a whole new one to me. I do know Alt Baltazar is an artist, and I know that he does a lot of stuff for kids. And I know that Tom has said he wants to work with Alt Baltazar on something at some point. So maybe this is a book that my girls would really enjoy as far as like art for kids. It does have a cute animal right there on the cover, so I know Charlie will be pumped on that. Is Nick in here? I feel like people are talking to yes to you, Nick. I'm not Nick, because I'm not Nick. I know I got a beard. I know I look a little, maybe I look a little like Nick. This isn't Nick's channel. Yeah, I know I look a little bit like Nick. I'm not. This is John's Comics. Nick is an awesome guy, though. He was on Bueller's show on Friday, and I really have to rewatch the replay on that. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I heard it was a good chat, a good discussion. Next, I've got The Goon, Occasion of Revenge. And I don't know, I've never read a Goon comic book, so this would be my first Goon storyline. So I'll have to check with Tom and see, or Ryan, to find out if this is a good storyline. Purely recreational as a user, Brett Hess. Nailed it, Brett Hess. Nailed it. And then the last one is one of the DC Dollar books, the 80-page stories they do, World's Finest. Martian Manhunter all bound up here in the back, and all the Martians they're beating off. Simon Comics with the knowledge. So you are awesome. I'm going to hold that one up while he's, just to let him happen. Okay, he's saying Green Team, created by Joe Simon, stories by Joe Simon, Jerry, I'm going to have to Grandiniti, and Joe Simon did the art for the first appearance in the first issue of Special Number 2. That's cool, dude. Now, obviously, it's not this particular one, so obviously this is the same, some of the same characters in a more modern tale. That's pretty cool. Oh, don't worry about the mistaken identity. Honestly, I realized what I'm wearing when you mentioned it. I was like, I actually do look a lot like Mick right now. So that was my whole set, and then the final book was the Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue 2, which I don't have. It was the one I wanted. I really wanted to get issue 2, and it's signed by Shauna McGuire. So that is really cool. A bunch of people got her signed stuff this month, which is super cool that she was willing to sign all those books for the mail call like that. Somebody says they've been NYC said he's been binge watching Titans on the DC Universe app, really digging it. I hear it's really good. And eventually, when I think June rolls around, I got to decide to re-up Marvel Unlimited again, or to maybe try switching that over and giving the DC version a try. We'll see how that app is doing come June. Okay, so Simon says that comic originally started in 1975. So I'm so glad you're in here, Simon. You are the best. That is a huge, huge help. So he's saying Green Team was originated in 1975, and this would be a modern version of that from the new 52. Oh, so Christmas got started a little early here. I hope everybody's having a great holiday. Thank you to Comic Tom and the Geek Street team. They're really, really great. Besides making great videos, clearly they're sending out some wonderful comics to me as well, and to all of you who signed up for this mystery mail call. I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you for taking the time to jump in. I hope that you get everything you want as well. On Wednesday night, in 2 nights, I will be on Alec White Whale Comics channel. We'll be doing our usual book club, but it's going to be a different episode than normal. We're going to be looking ahead at 2019. We'll talk a little bit about the years 2018, but we'll be looking ahead to let you know what books we are trying to hunt for. What books are we going to really be looking out to get in 2019? So join us on his channel, and hopefully my Wi-Fi works really well in the Utah mountains where I'm going to be. So hopefully everything works well, and you'll get to see us breaking that down and enjoying it. Happy holidays to everybody. Thanks for everybody for coming in, and I wish you the best.